The infusion lab?
Evacuated.
Trainees?
Gave the order myself.
What did you tell them?
I told them to run.
That's all they need to hear until we reach Seattle.
Agreed.
Anything new on the terrorist?
He's in the city. No ID yet. Unclear whether we're the target.
An academic distinction if he really has a nanite-detonator.
Scanning. Survey region clear.
The security bots have acquired the target. We're too late!
Helipad, let's go. Move! Did they destroy the whole city to get at us?
Our enemies aren't that desperate.
Perhaps we made a new enemy.
What if they already know about the Seattle facility?
We have other options.
We aren't equipped to fight a war.
We're going to change the terms of engagement. It's our war, not theirs. We don't need cities or armies. We have the cells of human bodies. An invisible weapon for an invisible war.
Hello and welcome to Deus Ex Invisible War. Let's get into our character creation here. It's not really much of a character creation since there's only 6 options to go with, so we'll go with basic Alex then. Hard is good. Give ourselves a little bit of a challenge and we'll stick with this nice green interface. Alright, so let's just get right into it. Go. So, gotta go over here and talk to Dr. Nassif. She's gonna tell me a bunch of
what happened? The guards
stuff we don't really have to pay attention to.
Let me introduce myself, Layla Nassif, director of the Tarsus Academy.
So you could read this if you want to.
What about Billy? She here too?
This is probably like the 3rd or 4th time I've tried to start this series, but I've had a bunch of different like glitchy stuff going on with the game. When I first tried to run it, every time it would go into a loading screen, or like I tried to transition into a different area of the game window would minimize really really annoyingly, and it'd make the recording look awful. And then you could also see my my desktop underneath. I don't want you to see that, but yeah, it would like close the window every time. It would, since the game only runs at like 1280 by whatever. Oh, you see there, that's a problem that we'll get into in a moment. I just have to get used to that. Yeah, it doesn't run in 1080p by itself, so the game would automatically, change my desktop resolution. I'll just take this basketball with me. It automatically changed my desktop resolution, so every time the game would minimize, it would change it back to 1080 and then reopen and change it back. It was just awful and annoying. So I decided to try running the game in a windowed mode, which the game does not actually support by itself. So I had to like go into one of the files and like force it into a window, and then that worked for a little bit. Unfortunately, it only ran in like 4:3, so I couldn't do widescreen, but it seemed like it was working. But then it did the same thing again after a while. It kind of did it randomly, and so what I had to do in the end is get like a graphics mod or update or whatever. I could have gotten a texture pack as well to make the game look a little better, but I decided not to do that. I just got this mod that lets me customize some of the graphics options, and so far it seems to be working. pretty well. The only problem is, as you've seen just a second ago, is when I go to a menu, my mouse can go anywhere. So I could easily click out of the game like that. It's just something I have to get used to. If I go into a menu, I have to remember to actually move the mouse back into the game window, which I don't think, looking at the recording screen, you can't even see the mouse right now. You know, let me see if I can change that. There we go. Now we're good. Can we see it? There we go. Okay. Yeah, so whatever. It's something that's definitely I can avoid if I'm careful, but it's a lot better than it was before. And the game's also running at 1080p, so I don't have to worry about well, it looks a little bit better, and I don't have to worry about my desktop resolution changing every time the game minimizes, and it opens really quickly now. So whatever, we'll just have to live with it. No big deal. So this is Deus Ex Invisible War. Definitely the least talked about Deus Ex game. At least the one that I see the least amount of stuff for online. It's a pretty cool game. I've never actually finished this game. I've played through the beginning many times, and a little bit further than that, but I've never got around to finishing it. And from what I have played, it is pretty cool. This game was actually designed for consoles and not for PC, unlike the original Deus Ex game, so it's a lot simpler, it seems. Like, there's no well, there's no levels in this game, like no skills you can level up, but there's mods, but there's only there's a lot less of them. Okay, we'll get into that as we get into that. So let's just go out here into the hall and witness the most anticlimactic death ever in any video game. Throw this basketball out. This guard just runs out here and dies. I don't know. Just put him over there. The only person that seems to care about it is the janitor over here. What does he have to say?
Happened?
Mike and I, we've worked here for years. Usually nothing makes it past the turrets.
Do you know what's going on? Dr. Nassif acted like nothing's wrong.
I'm sure SSC will be sending help any minute now.
Alright, well, that was not very helpful.
Yeah, who's there?
It's me, Alex.
Finally, it's about time you woke up. Come on in. We've got to talk about what's been going on around here.
So we gotta go over here and talk to
I take
Billy.
you heard the disturbance.
Any idea what's going on around here? This Dr. Nassif is telling me to ignore what sounded like an explosion, and I just saw a man killed in the hallway.
I tried to get answers out of Dr. Nassif.
Oh, also
but
forgot
all
to
she
mention
gave me
that
is the elevator code.
that
It's
sweet Walton Simon's
28901 if you need it.
voice
I
in
don't
the
know
intro
what's going
movie.
on, but it's clear we're not safe. We don't know anyone here, so we'd better watch each other's
The
back.
voice of
Thanks.
Walton Simon's
I guess
in
I should meet our
a
hostess.
plethora of random characters
Not
in the
much
original
else I
Deus
can
Ex.
do. Maybe I can get some better answers in person. You coming?
No, not yet. I've got things to do.
I'm gonna talk to her again, but this time I'm gonna stand uncomfortably close
I'm sure you've already made a good first impression on Dr. Nassif.
so she can do that.
She wasn't exactly thrilled to catch me rifling through her office.
You've always been good at making friends.
It's the
There were
little
an
things
awful
in
lot of
life, you
strange
know.
files in the Nassif's office. All this stuff about test subjects and observation. I can't imagine what that has to do with Tarsus. You should see if you have more luck poking around.
I'll let you know if I learn anything.
Anything else?
Have you met anyone else here besides Nassif?
Yeah, I've met 2 of the other trainees. I wasn't impressed. Just like our first day at Chicago Tarsus years ago. There's never any decent competition.
That bad?
Trust me, you and I must be the best Tarsus has to offer right.
Anyways, another reason we need to talk to her so we can get the elevator code and get out of here. First thing, oops, gotta make sure I stay in the window. First thing is that I noticed when playing this game, first time, is that Alex is really strong. He could pick up just about anything. Well, some objects are too heavy, but he throws them with such force. Look at that shit. I don't know. So there's probably going to be a lot of that while playing this game. Just me picking up stuff because I can't help it and
What's going on?
messing
I saw
around
one
with
of
it.
your troopers killed.
All part of SSC duties. I can't comment except to say the situation will be under control.
Yeah, nobody really seems to
What do you
care
mean,
about that guy that
I
just
saw a man
died.
die.
Move along. I know you have your orders and I have
Just
mine.
died.
Now let me do my job.
I've got just as much training as you do, if not more. Why don't you let me help out?
Why don't you keep your mouth shut and just stay out of SSC's way?
Why is this guy gotta be such a dick?
Until our security
Alright.
assessment changes, Tarsus will be
Let's take the
operating
elevator.
as a greetings. Please remain in the main complex.
Actually, you know what? This is what you get, buddy. Even though you're gonna get your comeuppance pretty soon, don't worry. There we go. Oh, well, it kind of flashed the my desktop a little bit there, but no big deal. As long as it doesn't close the game. Compass. Yes, I know how a compass works. Thank you.
I know what you must be thinking. Don't worry, this won't be a repeat of Chicago.
The facility's under attack. By who?
No one, just an isolated incident. Listen, we want the trainees to stay in the rec area. You'll be safe down here.
Doctor, we have a code yellow.
Hello, Stan. Are you sure?
One of the guards turned up dead.
I'll be right there. You'd better introduce yourself to the others. Clara's just down the hall and Leo's running laps around the track.
What's going on? I have a right to know if I'm in danger.
You'll be safe in the rec area. Go, Alex. I don't have time to debrief every...
Okay, whatever you say. Nice to talk to Clara.
Hello there, you must be Alex. I'm Clara Sparks.
She's
Hi.
so
What's going on?
perky.
It looks like this facility is under attack.
Probably just more demolition. That's Upper Seattle, you know, always
That's Upper
growing.
Seattle
We
for
hear it
ya.
all the time.
Nothing but
Hey,
explosions.
you must be overwhelmed. I mean, Chicago, the whole city. Was your family from there?
My foster parents.
Your parents? Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. If I
She
can
doesn't
do
sound
anything
sorry
to make you
at
feel
all.
more at home, let me know.
We could talk to her a couple more times, but I mean, there's no point. She doesn't tell you anything important.
Really? That's
Jesus,
enough.
the way she like pushed out.
What's your deal?
Gee, oh, fuck! Look at this. Well, that was great. See if I can. See if I can. Oh man, kind of got pushed into the wall there. This is a waste of time, but I have to do it. Let's see if I can push this through this door here, so that that guy can run into it. I bet it'll cause something funny to happen. We'll make a little barricade here, so Leo will stop and talk to us. Had no effect. And we'll just wait for him to come back around, you know. I don't want to go running after him. That's too much work.
So, they let the Chicago transfers out of their cages. You're looking
This
at
is Leo
Jankowski.
Jankowski.
Train here now.
He's
so
very
I guess
full
you
of
can call
himself.
him Leo.
Alex, I just talked to Dr. Nassif. Know anything about a code yellow emergency? A security guard has been murdered.
Would I be running if there was an emergency? Me? You never heard the name Leo Jankowski in Chicago?
Sorry.
I'm the one with the perfect special ops.
It should also be
Didn't tell
noted
you
that I'm
this?
going to try to be
Why would they keep it a
as
secret?
big of a
Ever
dick
heard
as
the
I
name
can in
Alex
this
D?
game.
They told me
because,
the same thing.
What? Really?
That's more fun.
Just kidding. Listen, I'm serious. You didn't hear the explosion?
Probably always going to
I
pick
saw a guard killed right
the,
in front of me on the apartment level.
Probably stay.
meaner-
Test for the new transfers.
the meaner
We wrote the
options
exercise
when
because of
I
my
can.
performance. If there was trouble, they notify me immediately.
The guard was dead. I'm sure of it.
Better look again. They did the same thing to me during summer recon. I got a perfect
Yeah, this
score
beginning
because I
part
kept
is
my
kind of
cool.
boring.
Sounds like you're in. this
Luckily,
for the
we
adventure.
jump into the action
Why'd you
pretty
sign
quickly.
up? Money?
My foster
Right
parents
after we
enrolled me
finish
at
talking to
Tarsus
Leo
Middle
here.
School. I never thought about it much.
An orphan. You were pretty pampered for an orphan. Why not be a banker or something?
I grew up in old Chicago, not some cozy enclave. My parents made it clear I was going to have to make it on my own. When I got picked for the covert ops program, I figured, what the hell?
What the hell? What kind of assignment do you expect with that attitude?
A risky
Nice,
one,
the,
with a big salary.
The little
me
table
finish my
thing down
line.
there is flipping out.
Facility is under attack. Alex,
Where you
please
going,
get
Leo?
the med kit and the multi-tools from your equipment locker next to the basket.
Okay, let's go down
Just a
here.
precaution.
Oh, shit.
The ID to your data vault right
Didn't expect
now.
that to happen.
More details when they become available.
I know we have an emergency here, but I really
Red alert.
need to
There
play
has been a
basketball.
severe security breach.
Geez, this is impossible. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. Like, the way he throws it with such force that it just bounces right off the backboard no matter how far away I am. If I throw it, like, underneath like this. Cheat.
Red alert.
I
There
didn't
has
even
been
say
severe
anything.
security
I
breach.
thought something might happen. Alright, let's go over here. get our equipment. This is the wrong way. It's alright, I went that way just to demonstrate that that's not the right way to go. Oops. I did it again. See, that's how I wasn't expecting that. It was, the game had to tell me something. So it happened too fast for me to react to it. We're gonna get this sweet baton out, because it's very satisfying to hit people with
I
this.
spotted a seeker coming our way. Look, there's no reason for me to drag a trainee into a firefight. Why don't you try to slip out before I start shooting?
Sounds like a good way to become a target.
Not if you're careful. Just stick to the shadows, crouch, and move slowly. You'll come through just fine.
Don't be ridiculous. We can handle one order seeker.
Those are pretty big words for a rookie. Go ahead, you first. I'll bring up the rear.
We can handle an order seeker. What was that? Was that guard I was just talking to? What happened to her?
Lucky shot.
We can handle an order seeker. See? No problem. Oh, it's a different guard. Who's this? Where did this person come from? I don't remember that happening before. Thanks for nothing. Something that's kind of annoying about this game is, oftentimes when you kill people, or like think about when in the original Deus Ex, when you want to get like somebody's ammo, you just like search their body and you kind of get it automatically. But in this game, they drop it as little ammo things. Here, I don't want to pick up this. Oh well, she didn't have any ammo for me. But sometimes their body can fall on top of it, so you gotta move their body. Also, for some reason, you can pick up many pistols. Like if you have one pistol, you can just pick up another one. It doesn't give you more ammo, so there's no point in that. I suppose you could mod two different pistols differently, but that's too much work.
Billy, what are you doing? We all got the same orders. Get out of the facility through Nassif's office.
Forget that. How do you know they won't just cut us loose, given all this trouble at their facilities? Grab what you can now. Get your biomods installed. Tarsus owes us that much. I got mine, and they're worth the trouble.
How? The facility's being locked down and evacuated.
Go back to your apartment. You'll be able to get to the biomod lab through a breach the Order made in the residential area.
Wait, do you know what's going on?
The Order contacted me in Chicago and told me how to uncover Tarsus's treachery. We're not trainees. We're test subjects.
But where does
the Order believes in natural balance, and they see Tarsus's operations as a violation of
I want to, I want to leave stuff like this in the game, in case anybody's interested in what they're saying in the story. But I'm very impatient, so sometimes I might click through the text accidentally. But don't worry, you didn't miss anything there. Pretty much, it's a conspiracy. I mean, it wouldn't be Deus Ex without the conspiracy, would it? Alright, let's go here.
If you want to avoid confrontations in the hall, you can crawl through a vent shaft I found earlier.
I don't need this stun prod. They're just gonna end up getting rid of it in a little bit anyways.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Cover me when I charge him? I mean, I can handle it by myself. It's just that in training, we always had backup.
Oh, now he wants my help. Sure, I've got your back.
Right, let's go.
If you want to avoid confrontations in the hall, you can crawl through a vent shaft I found earlier. It connects Clara's and Leo's apartments. Enter the apartment on your immediate left.
You're
to
dead,
get to it.
I'll take more.
Inhumane scientific experiment. Hear us. You have been brainwashed.
It's really dark in here. There's a way to was it F1? Oh no, I don't have. Never mind. I don't have the F1. Would normally be the. No, it's not F1. I think it's one of the buttons. One of the F buttons. We'll turn on a light, but I don't have any biomods yet, so I don't think I actually have that option.
Thanks a million.
I told you get your comeuppance. How come he's just unconscious, but that other guy is dead, isn't he? No, he's unconscious too. Well, we can change that. His legs flop around. Gotta love these early 2000s game physics. Thanks for the ammo. Alright, so first let me go back here into what I think is Clara's apartment so I can get some goodies. She doesn't need them. Don't need that knife. What was that? Is that a grenade? Get the shit out of my way. EMP grenade. Sure, I'll take that. Why not? I like the sound the toilet makes. Now let's go to Leo's apartment. Get some more goodies. Multi-tools, those are very useful. Oh, I forgot to raid Clara's fridge. I also forgot to raid Billy's fridge. I want to do that. I have to do it. I have to go back and do it. Stock up on food, you never know. Take that flash bomb, actually. See, it's a good thing I came back here. Oh, maybe I did raid her fridge. There's nothing in it. But I definitely didn't raid Billy's fridge. Food doesn't really heal much health, but you know, it's good to stock up. I don't know if there's a limit to how much food you can hold, because I've never not been able to pick up food, so. Alright. Might as well grab it when I can.
Watch the ceiling while I cut the power.
I guess I'll stay here. I was going to run right past this, but you'll see they were spying on me the whole time.
What do you think you'll do? Which one is it?
Seems rather complex, doesn't it? Like, why do they need this whole like see-through ceiling thing? They could just put like a couple of secret cameras in my apartment. I don't know. Seems like a little much to me. Okay, go through here. Gotta do some platforming. Wow. I actually didn't need to do that. I think you could just climb right up here. Yeah. One thing I should remember to do is to save, because you never know. I've had this game crash one time in testing, so I'm gonna quick save pretty often. Let's talk to Nassif again. About to get our first biomodifications.
It's a little late for a seminar on my biomod architecture.
The Tarsus program may be unconventional, but trust me, we take care of our trainees.
The people attacking Tarsus, are they the ones responsible for Chicago? What's going on?
The Order is an intolerant cult. They hate multinational corporations and the private security forces that protect them.
Which means me.
Exactly. But I don't think they were involved with Chicago. They're a worldwide organization, not a band of terrorists.
Doesn't look that way to me.
Many organizations would like
You know,
to
since
see
this
us
game
fail.
was
That's perhaps all I should say for now.
developed for console, I wonder if it'd be better to play it with a controller.
Keep our operation secret for a
Probably
reason.
not,
Don't expect a full
but
debriefing while you're still in danger of being
kind of
captured.
curious to try it.
Now install your biomods and get out of there.
I don't know if the PC version supports controller on its own. Alright, so this is how the biomods work. So they're all just these general canisters, and you can kind of install whatever you want right off the bat. So as you see, there's 5 different slots here, and so there's two kinds of biomodification canisters. We're about to see the second one in just a little bit. There's regular ones, which have a different name, but I can't actually think of what they are called right now, and black market ones, which install these like red biomods here. So first things first, I'm going to install the regen mod because that sounds like it'll be pretty damn useful. And we're also going to do arm here. I'm going to try to be stealthy in this game. I love stealth in video games. So we're going to install this, which will increase our melee damage and stuff like that, so I can, you know, take people out with silent weapons. And oh, another good thing about that mod is it's a passive mod, so it doesn't actually take any energy or anything to use. It's just always active, so that's really cool. I like the idea of that kind of stuff. You know, they didn't have anything like that in the original Deus Ex. So next we're gonna do we'll just do another passive mod, move silent. Just why not? Passive mods are easy because I don't have to think about them. We're probably gonna do all passive mods except for regen.
Well done. Enjoy.
I think you can change them. I'm not 100% sure. I forgot to experiment with that, but maybe I'll do that later.
Get down to the street. The elevator on this level uses the lab's general access code 3445.
Whoops. Hey, how's it going?
The terrorists reprogrammed our security, and that turret up there means business. So we're trapped because the order's out there, taking down scientists.
There's got to be some way to outsmart a camera.
If you can sneak past the camera or take it out with EMP, you'll be fine. As soon as that camera catches sight of a target, the turret opens fire.
Sorry if I sound a little uninterested in some of this stuff that's going on, but like I said, I've played through this beginning part like 4 or 5 times over the last
to be quietly
week.
observing students and taking notes from behind the glass. Hopefully backup will show up soon and rescue me, but you don't have that luxury. You cannot let yourself be captured.
No one's gonna rescue me.
Your way.
I'll punch you and your stupid bald head. Oh, look at her legs. Oh man, what happened to her? She's just stuck in this position. She's still unconscious somehow. In this position, she's probably gonna be very sore when she wakes up. I think that's good for her back.
Trust me, Tarsus has a strict
Some more soy food. My hands are full. What's in my hands? Oh, her body was in my hands, but oh, that's bizarre. Ooh, that's also not very good. Also, she has those like Great Fairy pointy tits going on from like Ocarina of Time. Anyways, get some more soy food. This is somebody's apartment. What does this say? Nothing. I should have known as much. Cameras and turrets. They work like cameras and turrets. So here's this camera here. It's pretty easy to sneak past. You don't have to really do anything. You can actually just walk right under it, I think. Just gonna wait for it to turn around again. Since I am playing on hard, I am afraid of how much damage that turret could do to me, so. And the camera can't see you through this glass. Or at least, maybe just because I'm up here, it can't see me.
You must be the captain who goes down with the ship.
In a manner of speaking. We won't hand our research over to fanatics. Not without a fight.
Something's happening. Another squad of terrorists.
Where?
Right below us. They're going through the apartments.
You sure you're gonna stay and fight?
If our enemies capture this facility, they'll learn how you were made. Stand by us, Alex. You're the one with combat training. Maybe you could...
Is this entire facility for studying us, the trainees? Was I under the microscope in Chicago, too?
Biomodification is more involved than you might imagine, Alex. This facility was for your protection.
You know my name.
I don't believe that.
I better know a lot more than that if my code is going to be regulating protein synthesis in the cells of your body.
Let's shoot.
Whatever, I don't need to hear your science speak. So there's a couple of order seekers on their way up these stairs here. We're just gonna take them out real quick.
I will order to man's.
Come back here. Oh shit. The turret. Come on. Where are you going? Where'd you go? Oh god, I'm actually about to die. Why am I not hitting her? I really don't want to die. I'm going to I died. I was not expecting that at all. Something else that's kind of annoying about this game is it takes you all the way back to the menu every time you die. Like, I wish I could just reload the last save, or I don't know. Unfortunately, this means I have to do this again. Oh well.
The people doesn't.
It'll go by pretty quickly if I could just if I just skip through this text. Not so quickly though if I click out of the screen. Again, it's a good thing that I died, because now I can show off what happens when you die, and what happens when you forget to quick save often, and what happens when you click out of the game. Okay, there we go. I gotta wait for Dr. Nassif to slowly tell me the code for this door again.
Now get down to the street. The elevator on this level uses the lab's general access code 3445.
Maybe playing on hard was a mistake.
No.
No.
Tarsus has a strict policy against voyeuristic behavior by our researchers. Your living quarters were observed only to ensure that our graduates show no behavioral abnormalities after the biomod infusion procedure.
This time, I'm gonna quick save after I'm done talking to these guys.
Right below us.
You sure you're gonna stay in?
If our enemies capture this
This
facility,
is you know.
There we go. So if we die, we can just come right back here. I'm also not gonna go all the way down there, because I think that turret got me a couple times. I was being too reckless. I'm trying to shoot him in the head, but it's just not working. God, look at that. That didn't do like hardly any damage to her. I'm gonna die again. Oh. That was really close. I have no health. That's okay. There's like a med bot somewhere up here. You guys don't have any ammo for me? Just more pistols. Look at that. It's like standing perfectly straight up. Anyways. Where'd the other scientist go? Oh, he's over there.
You must be wondering if there's a connection between...
That's what you get for spying on me.
we're in danger.
Alex, how can you murder these scientists so brutally? They're defenseless, and they only wanted to help you achieve your potential. I know you must be angry, but killing them accomplishes nothing.
Makes me feel pretty good. Look at his body, it's like stuck in that position. There you go, now they can burn for all eternity. Oh, look at that, it shut down the beams. Or did this guy shut down the beams?
I'll give up my life.
Oh, I guess he turned off the beams for me. Is he just gonna slowly die as he stands here? He is. I didn't even do that to him, that was all him. Saves me the trouble of killing him, I guess. So right in here is the first black market biomod of the game. Best way to get it is just to pick up this crate and blow it up so we can get in there. Waste a multi-tool. Oops. And we are going to use that for... What was the other one I wanted? Oh, neural interface. Another passive mod that'll let us hack stuff. I could use cloak. Actually, well, that's a regular mod, isn't it? I'm just talking crap. I could use cloak. I don't know. Somebody's calling me on my phone. Some number I don't know. But honestly, I feel like that'd make the game too easy, you know? If it's anything like Cloak in the original Deus Ex, you could just kind of walk past, you know, most stuff. I'm sure it probably takes up a lot of energy, like in the original game, but oh well. Let me just do this to bypass those gold beams there.
Your patience will.
Oh, that's right. I was trying to click on him to get me to heal him, but I just have to stand next to him.
Healing functions complete.
Gas barrel. Can I take a shower? I can. I think. Let me see if there's anything up here. I think it might be like a multi-tool or something. There is a spider bot in this vent. I don't want to fight that thing. What's in here? Some credits and a electrical cell. I don't need that. Even though honestly, I could afford to waste the multi-tools. I'm gonna quick save again, so I have to fight a couple more seekers up here. Where's he at? And I think it's better just not to go for the headshots unless I'm like right up against him, because for some reason hitting him in the head is kind of hard from far away. Even though my cursor is on their head, it doesn't seem to work most of the time. Well, that was a lot easier than those other two I fought.
Tissue viability restored.
Thank you, Medbot. And this is turning out to be a lot longer than I planned it to be. This this video, but that's alright. Sometimes things in life just don't go the way you want them to. Is there a turret in here? No, there isn't. Oh, okay. What does setting off the alarm even do for me? I guess it would have alerted those order guys. I don't know why I'm just stumbling around this room, just trying to see if there's anything else for me to pick up. There's nothing that I can see. That's alright, we're almost out of here.
The order is with you. Go, you're free.
Who are you?
I'm Lin Chen, High Augur to Her Holiness.
Lin Chen. She didn't even pronounce the second part of her first name there.
From who?
Dr. Nassif. She will try to recapture you.
No one forced me into the covert ops program.
That's because you never tried to leave. Believe me, you would have been killed the second you let down those scientists. The ones posted around your bedroom back there.
The only killers I've seen so far are your order troopers.
I apologize. My overzealous captain disobeyed orders.
Yeah, I apologize we tried to kill you, you know.
You can't control your own people?
The church suffers from certain internal disputes. I can explain more later. Hurry, Alex. You'll find us in the old Hartford turbine factory in Lower Seattle.
Well, we'll get around to talking to her eventually. Come on. There we go. I had to be like right next to that to press it for some reason. Alright, so here we are traveling to Upper Seattle. This is actually where we're gonna cut this first part off. There's quite a lot of stuff to do here in Upper Seattle, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Just gonna quick save again. It's probably gonna be the primary method of saving throughout this whole playthrough. Yeah, there's a lot of little quirky quests and tasks to do here, so the next probably 1 or 2 videos are gonna be up here in Upper Seattle, and it'll be a lot of fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.